are some news in everyone's life that cannot be removed from their heads. Of course, unless they don't lose their memory for some reason. Fortunately, I didn't. So, the most memorable and life-changing news that I got in my life was a year ago. I got a phone call from American consuls that was saying those magic words. Congratulations, you got accepted as an exchange student for FLEX program. And I remember I didn't even think about an answer. I was definitely sure that I was going. I remember how excited I was, just ready to go to America and be the girl from the movie. By the way, I was the main character. Well, and then I started to create the scenario in my head. I started to think, where can I go? Well, Las Vegas, New York, but wait a minute, maybe Hawaii. I mean, why not? And then I dreamed pretty long time because I got the answer about my placement in the end of the June. And there was those magic words again. Congratulations, you're placed in Lexington, Alabama. I was like, okay. And that was my reaction. Well, I thought to myself, I think it's fine that I don't know about the city, but I don't think it's fine that I've never heard about the state either. And then, well, let's search together about it. Lexington is a town in Lauderdale County, Alabama. The population there is 735. And I stopped there. How many? 735? Well, good news for Lexington. Their population is inclined to grow with one person, a beautiful lady from Armenia. Maybe. Well, after a month after this, things started to get real. More pressure, more stress, more thoughts, and then I started to think to myself, well, my town is going to be small, and I'm going to be the only exchange student there, and what if I don't find any friends in there? The list was so long for me that it was scary and seemed very endless. But then, after time, the date of my departure came. For then and on, I'm an official exchange student. I remember it was about the noon when my host mom, came to pick me up. A lady who was dressed very nicely and simply hugged me with such a warmth that on that time I could have not imagined that a woman who was a stranger in that time to me, can become such an important person in my life. I can say the same thing about my host dad, about their relatives. Well, let me correct me about my relatives. And sometimes things are so different what we are actually expecting before it. The people in Lexington were so nice and excited to meet me that I was actually feeling me a little bit special. Well, right now when I look back, I understand that it wasn't me that was special. The town itself, including people, were special. Because they were special because I made them special in my mind. After time, town started to be my town. And people living there started to be my people. Well, in this audience, many of you were already experienced it. It's like scary to think about doing challenges because it's hard to face them and we are afraid of it. But our lives are all about opportunities. And they're like sunrises. If we do not take them and wait too long, we'll miss them. So, do not let the fear to stay in the way of success. I took a risk. I faced my own challenges and didn't look back. Yes, I was living in a rural area, far from the warm city lights, and the life there was so different from the life that I had back in my hometown. But I think it was just a matter of keeping my heart and head open, because I found the same warm lights in the hearts of the people. In the same small town that I was so scared to move in and spend my year in. Thank you.